Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Taking it about the 1. They He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll throw right away. They will find Davis. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Out of bounds.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Kansas City.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
To number 80.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
To number 88.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here in this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Here's a run to Dodge. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protect. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. And they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Well, defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on there, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
43 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert will find Williams on the sling. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Herbert back to the air. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's complete. Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. 28-16, your final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
Where that comes from, it just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. More from L.A. in a moment. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now it's Mahomes again, going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder. But
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And now here comes Kansas City. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 13 yards.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Mahomes. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Herbert will get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He will find his big tight end over the middle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Herbert. As he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guy's going out for passes.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Herbert throwing again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That
A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mahomes to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. Forget taking the knee. Some great gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use it because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
33.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.